our second question this evening, and Dr. Crawford, you have the first opportunity to answer this. In the fall, it can be easier, of course, to tell the differences between the candidates. During the primary election season, it can be a little more difficult. What differentiates you from your fellow candidates?
Well, let's see. First off, the experience. I was on city council at large for 12 years, so I don't have a learning curve to go through. I know all of the council procedures, and I know not only how things happen, but I know how to get things accomplished. I know how to develop a consensus. I know how to develop a bill. I know how to get a bill passed. So some of those things. Other things, I think we're all going to be on the conservative side. We're all going to favor less government, less taxes than some of the people on the other side of the aisle. But I think I have a record where I can prove that, I am a fiscal conservative and have spent a lot of time on council getting budget cuts. In the last year on council, I led and got passed a $3.7 million cut in the property tax levy. And that actually decreased property taxes for people that year and subsequent years since then. And I have a record of working across the aisle and not being strict partisan. I've worked well with Democrats, Republicans. I've worked well with Republican mayors and Democratic mayors. And I think you have an easy record to figure out where I come from.
Mr. Freistroffer.
I think if you elect a public servant, that particular public servant or city council person, whatever level you're on, has to be reflective of the community that they're going to serve. I have taught in all of our school systems. I've taught in the Fort Wayne community schools. I've got a master's degree in education. I've taught in the Southwest Allen County schools. I know what our teachers go through. I know a little bit about education in that area. I'm a businessman. I face a payroll. How many times has the city council encountered with new businesses coming into Fort Wayne? I have a business mind. I know what they're thinking. I don't know all their businesses, but I at least can understand some of the things that they go through, in their particular businesses. I'm an appraiser as far as housing values. I've been in hundreds of our homes. How many times does the city council face issues that deal with housing? Look at the foreclosures in Fort Wayne. Look at the vacant properties. So I think that some of my background, along with being a member of the National Association of Realtors, is reflective of who I'm going to serve, and I think you need a business mind on the city council.
Mr. Hood, it's now your opportunity.
The future is now. Our tomorrows depend on our actions today. And it's definitely about time we get somebody on city council that's in my age group to help keep our city attractive for 20 and 30-year-olds, not just for the older generation. I definitely also want to keep it attractive for the older generation as well. I'm a small business owner. I'm definitely business mind, and as Dr. Crawford said, I'm pretty sure we're going to all be conservative and for less government. But we want to focus on keeping it a great place for everybody. We want to definitely make sure we can create more jobs, encourage more entrepreneurs. We want to be able to open up the door for people in my generation to be able to have a chance to get out here and speak their mind and know that it can be done. I want to lead by example so that way we keep our city alive for the future and we don't have people in our age group running away from our city.